Hello everyone and welcome to my Date and Dine Mall series. In this video episode, I'm taking you guys to Glo Damansara, which is at the heart of PJ. This mall has been around for quite a while, especially for those who are staying around in this area like Damansara, SS2, Section 17. You will be very familiar with this mall. I'm here today on the weekday and it's around 12:30 p.m. So it is supposed to be one of the peak busiest time for the mall due to the lunch peak hour. But as you can see in this video, this is the ground floor and there's barely anyone here. As you can see, the ground floor is pretty much deserted with some retail outlets still operating. As for reference, I have been to this mall only a couple of times in my entire lifetime, and that also I came here just to meet a client of mine. To be honest, it was a long time ago. I couldn't remember when was it, but I was here to meet my client and have a drink here, and that's about it. Just based on my observation on the ground floor, they have less than 30% retail occupancy. I'm not sure about the foot traffic on the weekend. For those who are staying close by in the condominiums above or working in the office towers here, you tell me in the comments down below what is the foot traffic like on the weekend. Right before we go any further, I'd like to stress that this video that I'm recording and my past and future videos are for entertainment value only. This is not a documentary, this is just for your entertainment. So I may get a few things wrong here and there as I'm doing the mall tour based on my personal observation and experience. As for the lower ground floor, there is nothing much except for the giant grocer, and there are quite a bit of F&B restaurants there to serve the nearby residents and the office working crowd. So basically on the lower ground floor, it looks very lively and looks like this mall is doing very well. But the moment you step foot to the ground floor, first floor, you notice that the foot traffic is completely died off. I believe this mall is surviving due to giant grocer, which is on the lower ground, and they are serving the community for the condominiums and the service apartment nearby and also the office towers. Aside for that, I don't think those who are staying outside of this area would come here just to do your grocery shopping, as this mall has nothing to offer besides the F&B on the lower ground. So if you like this video, smash the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, as it will greatly help to support my small channel as I'm pushing my channel to reach 20,000 subscribers. So with your support, I hope we can do it together. And consider sharing this video to your friends and families if you can. I appreciate it a lot. Now we are on the first floor. There are one retail F&B here and they are doing decently well, just based on what we are seeing on the video. But overall, the entire retail space on the first floor, I would say that it is reaching a 90% retail vacancy. So this is not a good sign for a mall. The thing about the location of Glo Damansara is quite hidden. This road where Glo Damansara is facing used to be a two-way street towards Taman Tun. It was a very busy street back then, but after the road traffic has been diverted to the Damansara Utama side, this road where Glo Damansara is facing, the vehicle traffic has dropped quite significantly, for those who can remember very well. In my personal opinion, I think Glo Damansara should repurpose most of the empty retail lots to become a sports center, especially the latest trend, which is the pickleball, and maybe converted some space to be futsal whatsoever. I don't know, at least they could make use of those spaces instead of letting them going vacant and unoccupied. There's one question I would like to ask the audience here. Have you been to Glo Damansara before during its early inception? And how was it compared to now in 2025? For me, my memory is kind of vague because during back then it was quite a long time ago. But I do remember it was a lot more happening as compared to the current state in 2025. So write in the comments down below and tell me what was your experience back then, and tell me why you stopped coming to this mall altogether. Right now, I'm on the second floor. The situation on this floor is the same as on the ground floor and on the first floor. Nothing has changed much. Everything seems to be completely dead and void of any soul besides some construction work. And just based on a simple observation, the retail occupancy is almost similar like on the first floor. This is around 90% of total vacancy. Seriously, I don't know how this mall is going to survive in the next 2 to 3 years, especially if Jaya Gosra decides to pack their bags and leave this mall altogether. And if that were to happen, I think you will likely know the answer. This mall will unlikely to survive if the management are unable to get a replacement grocer in a very short time. They will have a very tough future ahead. So before that, I would like to stress that this mall in Glo Damansara is a stratified mall. The retail, leasing and renting are managed by the central management, as is considered a much modern mall as compared to some of the older malls that are recorded that are stratified. So for those who are new to my channel and unaware of what is the difference between a central management mall and a stratified mall, the key difference is that the central management or retail and leasing is managed by the management, and the stratified one, basically every individual lot, the retail and leasing are managed by the individual lot owners. Right now I'm on the highest floor, which is the third floor. In fact, this mall is not that big. It's of a slightly below an average size mall. Over here we have a sports archery retailer. We also provide some archery lessons, but overall I can say that the design of Glo Damansara, it is alright, it's not that bad. But as you can see in this video, I'm not sure the camera is capturing the lighting properly, but in my personal opinion, the lighting is kind of dim. It looks very gloomy. It's not projecting that this mall is alive. So I don't like this type of lighting at a mall. They should mix a bit with brighter lighting so that the mall does look more vibrant and energetic. Right now it's like a very sleepy mall. That is my personal opinion. If you have personally dropped by to Glo Damansara before, tell me in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with my opinion. So far on the third floor there are 2 event halls for wedding banquets or birthday parties, or maybe for companies to do their annual dinner. So at least some of the retail spaces are made for good use. In that sense, maybe the foot traffic on the weekend may increase due to events. But as you can see, overall the retail participation on this level, it is also about the same, hovering between 85 to 90% total vacancy. So there's lots of spaces to rent if you are planning to do some business here. So here we also have international secondary school, which take up some retail spaces. But other than that, in my personal opinion, there's nothing much this mall has to offer besides the F&B on the lower ground floor and of course the Jaya Grocer. But that is about it. So this site is a level 3A. They have a few retail outlets here, but majority of the retail spaces are completely vacant. The most important thing is the foot traffic, and they have almost completely void of anyone here except the cleaners. So this mall might be on its last legs. That is my personal opinion. Tell me if you agree or disagree with that assessment. In my personal opinion, Glo Damansara has quite a big challenge because they are competing with a lot of bigger and much more established malls, especially the one in Utama, and also the newer mall like Starling, which are also doing quite well in my personal opinion. And since the positioning of this mall is nor here nor there, they are suffering in terms of retail occupancy and foot traffic. Now as for the car park spaces, I parked my car on the multi-level car parks on level 3A. I would say that the driving path, the ramp and the roads are quite wide and it's quite brightly lit in certain sections, especially when you reach the main car park area. There's a lot of natural lighting to brighten up the car park spaces, and most importantly, the car park in between each cars. If you are driving even a large SUV, you should not have a problem parking in between. Well guys, that's all for the Glo Damansara video. I hope with this Glo Damansara Mall video is good enough to earn your subscription, and don't forget to click the like button and share this video to your friends and families. This will greatly support a small channel like mine to grow further. My name is Chester Cheng. I'll see you guys in my next video. Cheers guys.